What up, my friends? Welcome to Daisy's Garden. And today I'm gonna talk about social media and about ways that it can trap your mind and just bring you down and bring your self-esteem down, bring your confidence down, and it just brings you down. And so I wanted to talk about how to avoid these traps and still enjoy social media, because it's still a very cool thing that we have. So to start, I did want to bring up pros about social media, because there's a lot of cool things. We can connect with people that we wouldn't see maybe ever, talking to people across the world, learning about cultures and just people, and it's just really cool. So I like the idea of social media and what it does, connects people. But what I don't like is how pretty much all the major social medias have become just big corporations now. YouTube is a big corporation. I mean, Google. Come on, Google is Google. Google owns YouTube, and then, Facebook and Twitter. It's all corporate now, which, I mean, hey, a lot of people use it. People make money on it. I get it, but at the same time, I feel like whenever corporate things come into play, money becomes a thing, and money's more of an issue, and it's more based on money than it is having fun, which is unfortunate, because that's the point of social media, I feel, is to, have fun and communicate. But when it starts becoming a problem is when you're scrolling through your Instagram feed or Twitter or whatever, and you see people doing things that you wish you were doing, or wishing you looked like them, or that you had as many followers that they did or something. Number one, followers is a number. Numbers aren't a real concrete thing in our reality. They're just another label we put onto things, and it makes things more concrete and more in the box. Not a lot of room for error, I guess. And I just think followers, the number of followers you have is just absolutely pointless. It does not matter in the slightest. It doesn't determine anything about it. It just determines how many people know of you, but it doesn't matter. That's not anything that truly matters, is if you're known or not. Because, if you love yourself, you're not going to care who knows you, or care about gathering followers. But so from that perspective, yeah, numbers, they're not a real thing to worry about and to put energy into. But then when you get into, wishing that you were doing what, these people did, or looked how these certain people did, when we do that, we could become distracted immediately, because it takes us out of the moment. It takes us out of the moment, because if we're wishing that we were doing something someone else is doing, that means that we're not content with what we're doing right now. Even if you're, you are a happier person, and you just stumble upon someone in the mountains and they took a really cool picture or something, and you are jealous that you're not in the mountains too, or, or something like that. It takes you out of the moment, and you compare yourself with other people. Comparing yourself with other people is gonna lead to a lot of self-esteem issues if you do it in a way where it's destructive and frequent. If you can obviously, I don't see a problem with, thinking about someone else and you at the same, because you always, in order to progress, you have to compare one thing to another. It's really hard to just, if you wouldn't know what black is without white. You wouldn't know what light is without dark. There's just some things that you do need to do in order to grow in a way. So I feel like if you compare yourself with someone in maybe a growing type of way or something, and not in a egoic sense, is what I guess I'm trying to say, more of a spiritual approach, a philosophical approach, but not like a physical or emotional attachment to it, So I think that there is a couple pros to comparing yourself to other people, but for the most part, it is not good. And that's something that I've noticed with myself before, and that's why It's easy to make videos when you have a perspective on something, a full-rounded perspective, because then you can, help other people a lot easier, and you can sympathize with them a lot easier, because you can be very literally empathetic, because if you've been in that situation before, you know what it's like. So it's a lot easier for you to get put back into that scenario and understand what it's like to be like, oh man, I wish I looked like this person, or I wish I was doing what this person is doing. Just taking yourself out of the moment, putting your value into someone else that doesn't even know who you are. It's one thing to appreciate someone's pictures, but it's another thing to take it a step further and to attach yourself to it and have it bring you down. It sucks because nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to feel down on themselves just because someone else is taking cool pictures or lives somewhere really cool that you wish you did. Because when we wish we were somewhere, wish we were someone, wish we had followers, wishing, desire, it's so egoic that it's going to, if we do choose to live that way, it's going to be very temporary happiness. We're going to be going very up and down pretty frequently because we're searching externally for things to make us happy rather than searching within yourself, finding it, bringing it out, and just throwing it up everywhere to the whole world, because it's great. It's a great thing. Once you realize how fun it is to just be in the moment, be happy, and just emit positivity, it works. It's this very genuine, I've really, really noticed this with myself and being at work, like specifically with my customers at work. I've noticed that I get more compliments about just being nicer, and I feel personally like I'm looking better than I have before. Like just being in the moment and taking a break, maybe even if you are having a problem with social media and like bringing yourself down, take a break. Don't even try to like just be on and unattached, because it's a lot, it's hard when you've been in the same pattern and it's a lot easier to just stop for a while. I did that. I mean, I honestly pretty much still do. YouTube is the only thing that I'm Instagram, I pretty much just share things on. I don't really like go on my feed much. And YouTube is pretty much the only thing that I'm like on, and probably my most used social media is YouTube. And I've noticed that with myself I watch a lot of vloggers on YouTube. So, I see how people's lives are, and sometimes I get very sucked into man, like that's so cool, I wish I was doing that. And then I'm like, well, in a way, I'm kind of doing that. Just not in a daily style and, like an all-day style. This is just one shot, one point, because I feel like, that's just my thing. But, you just kind of get caught up sometimes, and it's really easy to do that. So I get that. But yeah, I would definitely say to take a break from it to start. And then after you are off for a while and you have made the adjustment in your mind about how you should view social media, how you should use it, how you should view it, and go from there. Go back on and just go through your feed. But I just really want people to not attach to it, because that is, and attach to information you see too, because a lot of different social medias, you learn a lot of new things, but you question everything you learn. Like think about it if it makes sense to you, and even if it does, maybe dig a little bit deeper. Maybe do a little Google search and see what comes up. Just because you can be fooled pretty easily, because even though the internet is a great source of information, you can get duped also. You just got to use your brain. You also, even if things make sense to you, you still gotta question it, because a lot of things that we think make sense growing up, and as we get older, seems to realize that it doesn't make sense. Pretty much everything that we know, because a whole nother discussion to be had on that, because that's very easy to ramble off into, which I'm not going to do, because that'll be a lot longer and unassociated with social media for the most part, because I really wanted to stick on this because it's a bigger issue I feel, because, you know, we're always on our phones. You know, I'm one of them. I mean, a decent amount. You know, I'm not like engulfed with my phone, but I am on it, you know, a decent little amount. You know, so I know what it's like, and I know how it can kind of alter your consciousness a little bit and kind of bring you down. And it's just so unnecessary, because, you know, we can enjoy other people enjoying themselves, doing whatever they want to do, without it bringing us down and like wanting us to be in their shoes. You know, because maybe, I'm sure there's someone that would want to be in your shoes. You know, like, if you're able to watch this video, you have a computer of some sort, internet access of some, like, you have a way that someone else wishes they could have, you know? So you always have to be grateful for things that you do have and the moment that we have right now, because that's gonna help a lot. And I know that's something I say a lot. That's like a repeating message of mine, but it's like, it needs to be applied, because if you do that, if you are living in the moment and you're aware of it, like you make it a conscious awareness as much as possible all the time, to just be in the moment and be grateful for what you have. Because anything other than that is like an egoic state of mind and a want state of mind, where, you know, you want things, you want to travel places, you want things, want. It's all egoic. If you're just in you can make those decisions, because those decisions do have to be made, but it's like finding the balance between being egoic and then just being. It's powerful. It really, truly is. It truly is very powerful. So I just wanted to make this video today. Hopefully you took something from this. Hopefully, if you did have a problem with social media, hopefully this helped a little bit or something, because, man, you know, you just hate that people get upset about social media and get down on themselves for it, you know, because, like I said, nobody deserves it. We're all in this together. We need to just fucking all get along and not worry about cool things people are doing. Appreciate, be glad that they're enjoying it, but don't wish you were them, you know. Just let everything be, you know, and everything will work out, because your ego doesn't last forever, you know. We all move on eventually, which can sound negative, but it's not. It can. You perceive it that way, but I mean it in a very, very fulfilling type of way, where don't take it seriously, have fun, go with the flow, enjoy it, but also be mindful, you know, use your brain. But yeah, so until next time, my friends, I hope you're having a great day. And don't forget those happy trails and those nature bass and prana breaths to keep you grounded in the present moment. See you later, guys. Have a good day.